Hello students, welcome to biology class for 9th. Hope you all are well. It is your second online class and our chapter is Introduction to Biology and it is part 2. Today we will discuss biological method. And in this first we will see the definition. What is biological method? So biological method is, we can say, it is a scientific approach used to resolve a biological problem related to a living organism. If biologists they think about some problem in living organism, so how they tackle with it? They do some steps, and these steps are: number 1 is observation, number 2 is hypothesis, and number 3 is deduction, then number 4 experiment, number 5 result, and number 6 theory. So these are the steps for biological method. Okay students, now we will see first of all observation. What is this observation? So it is a basic tool for biological investigation. First of all, we observe the thing. Biologists they observe and then they do other steps. So observation is made to collect relevant information, so specific biological problem, for the specific problem. Here we will take the one example of one disease, and this disease is called malaria. And malaria is nowadays it is not very dangerous, but in the previous year or past years it was killer disease. It is called killer disease because so many people they were died by the malaria. Okay, so here we will see that malaria, first of all, in the previous days they said that malaria is you can say bad air. It is caused by bad air. And malaria is a word of Latin language, mala area, so it means bad air. So they thought that bad air is a cause of malaria. Now we will see how the scientists they worked and they find that it is not a bad air, it is something else. So we will see here. So first of all, scientist that Leverine, in 1878 he worked on it, and he by the help of microscope he saw that some small creatures are present in the blood of malarial patients, and how they goes in the blood in the these malarial patients by one mosquito, and that mosquito is called Anopheles. So Anopheles, it bites a healthy person and transfer the one tiny creatures in the blood of the healthy persons, and these tiny creatures they are called Plasmodium. Here we can say, see that microscope is there, blood samples are there, and this man is Leverine. Now this is the mosquito called Anopheles, and here it is a sample of blood which contain Plasmodium. Plasmodium is a parasite. Now number 2 is hypothesis. When scientists observed, after this what they do? hypothesis. On the basis of observation, biologists make intelligent guesses. So it is not you can say very sure, it is only guess. By collecting information, and the statement of intelligent guess is called hypothesis. And we will take the same example of malaria. In case of malaria, Lervin took blood sample of malarial patients, and other biologists also worked on it, and they found that Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. So this is only guess. Now come to deduction. Third step is deduction. So biologists draw the deduction from hypothesis. First they do hypothesis and then deduction. To test the hypothesis, logical explanation is made, and which is called deduction. So it is a logical explanation. So if in our example, if Plasmodium is caused by malaria, all patients ill with malaria should have Plasmodium in their blood. So it means all the patients of malaria, they have Plasmodium. You can see this is a blood sample, and in green color these are Plasmodium, and Plasmodium present in the blood cells, and they destroy the blood cells. Now come to experiment. Fourth step is experiment. So after deduction, biologists show their skills as experimenters and perform different experiments. They perform different experiments about their hypothesis and deduction, and after experiments, what they do, they collect the data from the experiments, and then collected, recorded and analyzed them. In case of malaria, scientists examined the blood of 100 patients of malaria and the blood of 100 patients of healthy person. In this way, healthy person, they did not have Plasmodium in their blood, but that patient, they have Plasmodium in their blood. Now come to result. After analyzing the data, the scientist draws a conclusion, and conclusion also called result. A valid conclusion must be based on the facts observed in the experiments. So in this, they finalized it, and they say about it that it is final, that this is our result or our conclusion of our experiment, our deduction and hypothesis and observation. Now in case of malaria, after experiments, it was found that all the malarial patients have Plasmodium in their blood. So patients, they have Plasmodium in their blood. So it means that the cause of malaria is Plasmodium. Okay, and Anopheles, it contains these parasites Plasmodium. Now number 6, theory. A hypothesis that has been tested and confirmed numerous times, so many times, is called theory. Different biologists, they do work on it, and after their work, they test it again and again, that hypothesis, and then they said that this is the theory, this is confirmed now. In case of malaria, so what is the theory? The theory basically proposed that malaria was transmitted by mosquitoes in opposition to the centuries old medical dogma that malaria was due to bad air. So, what theory they formed? That it is not caused by bad air, it is caused by a parasite, and that parasite is called Plasmodium. You can see here normal blood and here infected blood. And infected blood, it has Plasmodium. Cells have Plasmodium in them. So, what is the cause of malaria? One parasite which is present in the blood of malarial patients, and that is called Plasmodium. Now students, home task: make a chart to show the steps of a scientific method. Number 2, define scientific method and explain with the help of the study of malaria as an example of scientific method. So these are the 2 questions which you have to do on Foolscape sheet, and you have to submit on Saturday by your parents to the school office. Okay students, and it is to be continued because my one topic is left, so we will see in the next part. So stay home, stay safe, and thank you very much.